with a narcissist is far from fun and games, and those of us who have been targets of the narcissist can finally turn around their antics onto them. Now, while we don't want to see anyone hurt, the methods we use against the narcissist does not stop the narcissist from doing what they do best. But these methods only stop us by preventing us from getting hurt. Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon Gilmore, and welcome to my channel. And welcome to yet another video on narcissism that will help you in your healing journey today. Today, I'd like to talk about a method or an approach to gaslighting that will help you maintain, retain, and sustain your cool when the next time you recognize that the narcissist is gaslighting you. There exists a familiar pattern that you can see that helps you to stay ahead of the undermining ways of gaslighting. And this is what makes you the super genius, as once you learn to see this pattern in the narcissist, you can then learn to detach yourself from them in attempts to stay just a few steps ahead. Now, this familiar pattern that the narcissist uses is a way for you to detect and dissect the gaslight so that you can understand what is coming next from the narcissist. Because when you stand up for yourself by calling the narcissist out or try to hold them accountable and you deny their gaslighting antics, this just further spurs them on and gives them fuel. When you're frustrated, that gives them fuel. So keeping this in mind, you're not going to be able to hold the narcissist accountable by any means, but you're going to be able to properly adjust your line of approach with the narcissist so that you can better maneuver the situation away from them to help you get exactly what you want and what you need without demanding from them. This familiar pattern seen in the gaslighting narcissist is called DARVO, D-A-R-V-O. Have you heard of it? It's an acronym that shows you systematically the reactionary steps the narcissist takes when they are trying to avoid your line of attack or your line of approach when you call them out on their gaslighting ways. DARVO stands for denial, attack, reversing, victim, offender. And every time you try to hold a narcissist accountable, they take the following actions revealed in the DARVO approach. So let's take a closer look at this. When you object to the narcissistic gaslighting by calling them out on their wrongdoing, what happens? They deny, and they deny, and they deny some more. You can't get around this denial. What the flippin' heck? Just can't they come clean already? Nope, not gonna happen. When they deny, you'll hear the catchphrases like, I didn't do it, I didn't know, I never said that, I never did that, how dare you, that never happened. Or they say, I don't know. Why can't the narcissist, why can't the narcissist just come clean and admit that they are wrong so that you and they can come to some sort of conflict resolution maybe? Maybe? Oh, they're so annoying. Denying is actually a deflection tactic, and it's used to buy them time to create a narrative in their heads of crazy making. They don't know what you know exactly, And forget about presenting any proof, because they're just going to deny that too. The proof that you have, that you hold in your hands, that's for your own peace of mind. So hang on to it. After the denial comes the attack. They may try to attack your character. You know that phrase, character assassination? The narcissist knows that to a T. And they will bring other people in to attack you with. In front of you, behind your back, behind their back, it doesn't matter. The narcissist will spin a tale to include other people just so that they can defend themselves. They will attack you from every angle that they can. They will use your past against you. They will use stories against you, people against you. They will bring up things that happened a month ago, 2 years ago. They'll try to put you in the place of holding responsibility for this initial gaslight. Remember this about them. Remember that this is about them, not you, and you can even say that to them. Now, the narcissist will always resort to calling you names. They'll call you curse words, they'll call you crazy, they'll devalue you, they'll demean you, just in attempts to get you to stop. The narcissist has no respect. So, respect is a boundary. So, with no respect, no boundaries, so the narcissist will say and do anything to get you to stop. They will go so far as to bring up legal authorities or even police. They'll threaten to call the police. They may threaten to tell your mom or tell somebody close to you something secret about you. They may even say things like, the catchphrases they may even say is, well, I'll pick up this phone and with one phone call, you'll never work in this town again. Or they'll say, let's just see how your mother or your spouse reacts to this information, shall we? Or if they really want to scare you, they'll say, I know people who can take you out just like that, and you'll never see them coming. This tactic that you see during the attack will have you defending your honor, you in defense of them. And this always deflects the real issue. If the narcissist can create an environment where you are emotionally exhausted, flabbergasted, and on the run, trying to defend yourself, then you're not going to argue the initial problem. It's forgotten about, right? And if you remember, you're going to be like, wow, why do I even bother? I'm not going to try and do that again. The narcissist is doing this all in attempts to just get you to leave them alone. And this is the point in the argument where many people just give up and give in. It's easy to give into this line of attack because, number one, we don't see it coming, and it's so emotionally exhausting to try to keep up with every hurdle that the narcissist is trying to get over. It's amazing how that they can keep up with themselves. Like, this is just beyond reasoning. And this forces us to give up when we are faced with future gaslighting. As we struggle with bringing to the narcissist's attention their wrongdoing, because what's the point? It's not going to get any conflict resolution at all. We end up walking on eggshells because the fight is just not worth it. So, and here's some advice, and we all do this, as this has been my experience and I'm not doing it anymore. Be careful what information you tell people, especially the narcissist. Because confiding in somebody has its benefits, but confiding in a narcissist, when you tell them the secret things, the vulnerable things about you, they are going to use it against you, bar none. It's guaranteed that they will. The narcissist doesn't need to know every single detail about you. And it's best just to keep some of the information close to your heart, okay? Because a narcissist will always, 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 always use that information as a weapon against you, and it works. So they will keep doing it. They use it as a bargaining tool. They will use this information as a bargaining chip, a blackmailing tool to have you emotionally bound to them. And when they have you hostage this way, you then are more likely to let the narcissist do what they want, even at your own expense. So, this point of attack in the DARVO method is to ultimately destabilize you, make you come unbalanced in your safety zone, as this is a way to make you feel unsafe, as this causes you to question your worth and tap into some hidden vulnerabilities that you may have on your own, such as feelings of unworthiness. And the narcissist really has you reconsider your position. When you experience this, you really know how intimidating this can be. When the narcissist is able to actually reverse the polarity in the dynamic within the conflict, they will then feel better about themselves as they feel like they have gained a one up, a sense of control over you. So, with that higher power standing, that position of authority they emotionally feel, they then flip a switch and flip the narrative as they will turn on you again, hitting you where you least expect it by initiating the third, the fourth, and fifth step of DARVO. Like a bat hitting a ball way into left field, you never see this line of attack coming because it's bam, 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 bam. They reverse the roles and they become the victim, and now you are the offender. They will gaslight you more in attempts to redirect the attention onto themselves. But instead of circling back to the initial problem of that initial gaslight, they will set you up making statements that make it seem like you are to blame and they did nothing wrong. Their catchphrases go something like this: I don't know why you're always so against me. You've always got your thumb on me. Frankly, Mary, I don't know why you would think this about me. How dare you? I've never been so insulted. I've been sitting here the whole time listening to this, and I really think that this is about the situation from last week. I can't believe that you would have the audacity. I thought we figured that all out, and you have the audacity to bring that up in this conversation. They may even say things like, this always happens. Everyone eventually thinks of me as being the bad guy. Why is it? It's not fair. Or they may even say, oh, you're such a master manipulator. You had me fooled. I got your number now. You're showing your true colors in this conversation. Wow, I don't know why I never saw this coming. Oh my gosh, and here to think that I thought you were such a kind and loving person. Why would you do this? Oh, you are just so manipulative. Oh my gosh. People are, how can people not see you for who you truly are? When you hear things like this actually destables you in the relationship. You are just looking for a conflict resolution and you can't get any, and now you're the offensive one? This argument between you and the narcissist is now all on you. And if you give into this and believe this narrative, this will have you shut down emotionally in your relationships and in other relationships that you have, as it's avoidant behavior, and this will further trauma bond you to the toxic person or people in your life. Once you begin to see the DARVO method, you'll see it everywhere. A loving person would actually own up to their mistake. People who respect you, they would actually sit down and have those difficult conversations with you and try to come up to a healthy conflict resolution together with you. They would say, how can I make this better for you? How can I make this right between us? There are actually nice, giving, kind, respectful, loving people just like that who actually value you for you. Well, they're rare, but when you find them, you'll know. The drama a narcissist brings to the relationship is crazy making and chaos, and this involves their gaslighting antics. You don't go into relationships expecting to be hoodwinked every time you turn around. But with the narcissist, this is something that you can expect. Narcissism is everywhere, and you will see this DARVO method everywhere. You'll see it at work, you'll see it at home, among your friends, among your family, the media, social media, in people and groups who hold positions of power, and you'll even see it among your children. So if you want to know exactly what DARVO looks like in play, just go ahead and watch interviews with certain celebrities and certain topics on YouTube of people who are in positions of power. You'll see the gaslight as it continues to go on without the individual who's being interviewed. They're not going to be held to any accountability. Now, there are ways to hold a narcissist accountable by you seeing through their antics and not agreeing to take on the ownership of responsibility yourself. And you can tell the narcissist that. You can say, I'm not taking responsibility for this. Let them wallow in their own mess for a change. Let them continue to do what they do. And while they're doing the do, you can make steps to seek out a life for yourself without them. And when you are ready, you will be the one to set yourself free in that relationship. The DARVO method reveals that the situation is not on you. It's not even about you. It's about them and their behavior. When you see a consistent pattern that uses DARVO every single time you try to gain clarity resolution with the narcissist, you know exactly who you're dealing with. There's no sugarcoating it. When you know, you know. And there's no going back. There is only moving forward. And sometimes moving forward means to go it alone. So I hope this video has helped you. So please give it a like and subscribe to this channel. Now be blessed and go make this day great.